to Change My Life 180. Today it's Wednesday easy recipe and we are making the ultimate sandwich. Ultimate steak sandwich. And for that we'll need, obviously you will need the steak, the bread. It's gonna be a ciabatta bread. You can use baguette, ciabatta, or any bread that you like. Mustard, honey, mayo, that's gonna be a sauce. Balsamic reduction vinegar. Some cheese. We'll need onion, pickle, garlic, and bell peppers. We'll begin with the onion. I would like to caramelize it before we're gonna put it in our ultimate sandwich. So the way I'm gonna cut it, I'm gonna try to dice it. I'm gonna go dice our onion and then we're gonna try to caramelize it, and that's it. So you pre-cut, as simple as that, nothing fancy. And that's gonna be one of the top ingredients for flavor in our ultimate sandwich. So we're gonna caramelize our onion. It's quite simple. Add some olive oil. First you add your onion like that. Then you add your butter. And give it a stir, and we're gonna let it sit so until it becomes super golden. So all we want is just caramelized onion, nothing else, nothing more. Simple. I will not be adding any salt to it, but I will be adding some black pepper. Lots of black pepper because this is my ultimate sandwich. And I love black pepper, so I'm going to be adding lots of black pepper. No salt. I'm going to transfer my onion to my main stove and I will put it on low-medium heat. And we're going to let it sit there for a while, for maybe 20 minutes, while we are stirring with one hand and talking. And I will be preparing our steak next. So let's move on to our steak. Okay, so why I decided to do the ultimate sandwich with the steak? Because I love steak. And I feel like my ultimate sandwich should be with a steak. And I decided to make a sandwich with all the ingredients that I like. And so this is my ultimate sandwich. That's how I envision my sandwich. So your ultimate sandwich could be a completely different one. So my ultimate sandwich is with a steak. And this is the cut that I chose because it's somewhat less expensive compared to the prime rib cut. And on top of that, the prime rib cut has way too much fat. This one is a little bit less fatty. And it's a little bit more affordable for a steak sandwich. So we will be only using one steak for the sandwich. So I'm just gonna cook the other one, well, for the heck of it, okay? So first we're gonna add some salt. I'm gonna add lots of salt. This is where the salt comes in. Okay, like that. We want salt in our steaks. And here we go, like that. And this is for the second part. Now add a bit more salt. I think this is sufficient enough, like that. See, we want to give a good salty. They are fat steaks, so we want lots of salt in them. And we're gonna add pepper. A good chunk of pepper for my ultimate sandwich. Now from the other side. Like that, the same. I'm gonna add pepper. Also preheat the oven for 375 degrees for our steaks, obviously, and we're gonna first cook it from each side for about a minute to 2 minutes, and then we're gonna on a skillet on high heat, and then we're gonna throw it in the oven for about 10 minutes. So that is gonna be the main ingredient of our ultimate sandwich. So my skillet is getting preheated, and we are not gonna be using rosemary. Why? Well, because rosemary has a very unique taste. It's a bit overwhelming, and we don't want it to overwhelm the sandwich. When you use the rosemary, you just want to use it inside the steak, regular steak, but for the sandwich, it's a no-no. So it's going to be just salt and pepper, butter to sear it a little bit. So let's begin. You start with olive oil. Then the steak. I'm gonna throw a little bit of butter, so it's gonna give that perfect taste for our steak, butter taste. I'm gonna make it a little bit more buttery. There. We'll cook it for about a minute to 2 minutes for each side. You see how thick the steak are? So you want it thoroughly to be cooked. We'll throw our steaks in the oven for about 10 minutes. While we have our steaks in the oven, I will get ready our bread. We want to give it a little bit of goldenness to the bread. It's quite simple. Just cut it in half and throw it in the oven for about 5 minutes. And now we will be making the sauce for our ultimate sandwich. The sauce is super simple. It's so simple, you cannot even believe it how simple it is. I'm gonna use 1 spoon of Dijon, 1.5 spoon of Dijon. We'll use about 1 tablespoon of half fat mayo, and we'll use about half of a tablespoon of honey, and depends how much garlic you like. You can use as many cloves of garlic as you want. I will be using 3 garlic cloves. So my garlic doesn't look maybe super pretty because it's been harvested and grow on my father's private garden, whatever, it's like a city garden. So you can see it has a little bit of defect, so it's not like a perfect garlic from the store, but it's still the best garlic. It has the strongest garlic taste. So don't look at it deformation, but it looks still a perfect good garlic. So I'm using about 3 garlic cloves. Now that we have 3 cloves of garlic, half a tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of mayo, 1.5 of mustard, and we're gonna mix it up thoroughly. See, and we're gonna give it a tiny taste if we need to add something else. In a second. I would add a little bit more honey. I will add honey and mayo because I feel like it's missing a little bit of both. So let's go with a little bit of mayo. And a little bit of honey. My mistake was I added a little bit too much of Dijon mustard. So we're gonna cut down the Dijon mustard for 1 tablespoon instead of 1.5. It's because I just love Dijon and I thought I'm doing myself a service, but I did myself a disservice. So it has to be proportional to other ingredient, 1 to 1 to 1. So let's give another taste. That is exactly what we want. Magnificent. We'll start with the bell pepper. I gave it a wash out of seeds, and now I'm gonna just cut it super thin for the flavor. Same thing goes for the pickles. I'm gonna cut it as thin as possible. So we have a well done steak for our ultimate sandwich, because we want it to be so you can able to chew through. A rare steak, it's very hard to chew in a sandwich, so we wanted a simple one so it's easy to chew and it's kind of fills in your mouth perfectly. So this is our ultimate steak sandwich. While it's still super hot, I'm gonna add cheese so it's kind of melts on a steak, and it's time to assemble the sandwich. So for that you need the bread that got golden a little bit in the oven. I'm gonna start with the sauce. So first I'm gonna put the sauce down in the bread like that. Then you're gonna put your meat into the sandwich. Then we're gonna add our caramelized onion. I will drizzle with our balsamic cream, extract, whatever you call it. It's simply delicious. And fortunately, but you have to add veggies for the crunchiness, but it's delicious, trust me. You cannot go completely without the veggies. You need the crunchiness of the veggies. So not too much, with a bit of pickles on top, like so. Now for the second bread, I'm gonna add another layer of sauce. And you're gonna cover up that bad boy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is your ultimate sandwich. This is my ultimate sandwich. It can be now your ultimate sandwich. That's how I'm gonna finish our Easy Recipes Wednesday 2019 year. So this is my sandwich. So let's cut it and taste it. The best part of that video is the tasting part. So let's cut that boy up. Oh man, it's messy. It's like the ultimate sandwich. It's supposed to be super messy. So let's taste it out. Okay. Oh, look at that. That's a manly sandwich. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Oh yes. Oh yes. Ladies and gentlemen, This is 2019 ultimate sandwich. I dare you to make a better one. If you have a better one, post down in the comments down below if you would add that one in your ultimate sandwich. This is 2019 ultimate sandwich. I have to take another bite. Oh my god. The crunchiness, the meat. You need gloves and napkins to eat that bad boy. Ultimate manly sandwich. The sauce is just perfect with that strong cheddar cheese on top of that steak with the pickles and the crunchiness of those veggies. It's just the balance is ideal. The drizzle for balsamic vinegar with caramelized onion, it's oh my god. You have the sweetness from the honey, you have the strong kick from the garlic. It's everything that you want in your ultimate sandwich. With that bread is just oh my god. I need one more bite, and I will see you guys next Wednesday with another easy recipe. So don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell button. See you guys.